we will do dengue, and I will show you my dancing skill. But for today, we do need to speak to our people who are not even here what this election is about. And don't draw me there. Stop. Only person who has no message will prefer entertainment. What we promise in our party when we adopt change as our slogan is that we will do business differently, including the business of electioneering and of politicking. I remind you, the two parties, the two candidates are not strangers. Now, between 1999 and 2008, a period of 10 years, these people, together with their godfathers, who are exactly the same people who are with them today, can you remember anything in any of your words that you can say they did for you? But first, I have listened to somebody who tried to speak to the various communities, Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, etc. Igbo kwedu. Àwọn Yoruba mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín pé ẹ lè gbàgbé pé àwọn PDP wọ́n introduce discriminatory school fees nílẹ̀ yìí. Mo kúrò ní. For my brothers from Arewa, Karakumanta, Alokachi PDP, Iyaya Kayaje, Mokarata in Edo State, Zache Biakudi, where they are free Kudina, where Ya Edo Zebia, AAU could have the two school fees, Daya for the indigenous, the other one for so-called non-indigenous. I am just saying, the way people have spoken shows recognition of the fact that in Edo State we are home to everyone. But other PDP, they introduce discriminatory school fees. If you live in Edo State, born in Edo State, but your father speaks Ingbati or Diai or Ina, if you look like this old man who make me feel like a giant. If you look like him, your school fees will be higher. But we abolish it because our party, as a progressive party that believe in one Nigeria, we cannot charge somebody from the West different school fees, somebody from the East different school fees, somebody from Edo different school fees, and we abolish it. Have we not abolished it? You must remember that. There was neither investment in road, in water, in education. Some of your children were inside classrooms that when helicopter or aeroplane is passing from their classroom on the floor, they're going to say, Harry, bye-bye, oh. Don't ever forget, they dump your children in classrooms with potholes. Now, please, you need to understand why we must clarify a few things. For me, it's a rare opportunity to speak to the issues involved in this election. We talk about jobs. 3 days ago, that man pastor deceived people. He had the guts to talk about birthday breweries. Birthday breweries, as he acknowledged, was working. We are going to play back that tape. PDP and Isete Yamu as the secretary, he confessed like a witch that they forcefully, these were his words, we forcefully took over the company. In a democracy, that is defined by rule of law. How can an elected government in a democracy, quote unquote, forcefully take a private company? And that became the beginning. Then he went on. They were collecting, according to him, from better breweries, 25 million naira every month. That is what he said. But now, as the custodian of the treasury of Edo State, I can tell you those money went to his pocket and the pocket of his then principal. Is that not correct? And by the time they left, Bender Breweries was owing 2 billion naira, which they borrowed to steal, and the company was closed. And Churchgate went to court. As we speak, that matter is in court, which is why we are not able to reopen the factory. Then he went on. When Channel asked him, Pastor, are you corrupt? He was dazed. But the response of the crowd helped him. Because when the crowd booed, he was now trying to reorganize. You don't understand the trick. As you were booing him, he was thinking of what to say. Then he said, no. For words, he was stammering. I'm not corrupt. All right. Did you take 700 million? Yes, but I have explained myself. We'll find out if really he has explained himself. And Senator Zamere, you are here, you are welcome. Now, what is the truth? He went on to say he has never been indicted in his life. Is that not what he said? And that he made his first millions while he was either 21 or 31. Now, I challenge him, because you must know why you must vote for or vote against. The PDP candidate, as a student in University of Benin, the very university that Minister Fashola attended, they both read law. PDP candidate was rusticated for 2 years because he took acid and poured in the private part of an Edo student, and that student is paralyzed today, although he's still alive. And he said he was never impeached. And it will interest Mr. President, it is one of your advisors, Professor Ise Sage, who chaired the committee that indicted him. So even as a student, he has been going through this season of he cannot speak to character. Then he said he made his first million at 30 as a PA. If your PA says he made his first millions working as a PA to a local government chairman, do you need any other evidence that he is not a fit and proper person to occupy public office? Then he was chief of staff. Then he was secretary to government. Like somebody pointed out, not only have they jailed them serially, they still have cases that are in court. Are you going to, even if, remember the proverb of the mechanic, he says to see say he look dirty by what he wear, not say the craze, the nature of his work. So nobody should assume that because you are who you are, that you have forgotten. So you do not have any candidate worth voting for in the PDP. Because if you did your apprenticeship for a political party and with people who have been convicted, the only thing you have learned is how to loot. Edo cannot return back to that era. We cannot. Godwin, on the other hand, what do we have in common? Godwin said to me, comrade, you seem to have capacity to fight. Go and help us rescue Edo State from those godfathers. Godwin, you know that is history now. Mr. Fix has been